Hello everyone, I'm Mike and welcome to my fortune telling video. I apologise for the lighting in here. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, so I've tried to close all the windows up with towels and things to stop the light coming in, and then I've had to put lights on in the room to try and bring the light up again. But whatever I do, I still kind of get this sort of half light, half dark side of my face, which is a kind of a Mike and Joel clone almost, but in one person. Freaky. Secondly, I am slightly not 100% today. I've got a bit of a cold. I have this theory that when you're at work or when you've got to try and get something done, your body kind of tries to stave off colds and infections so you can do whatever it is that you're trying to do. And then when you finally stop and relax, that's when it kind of kicks in and goes, boom, you know, I'm going to get you. And I've taken a day off work, so this is what's happened. Okay, Sarah. I have Lemsip in a Foam with a Squirrel mug, as mentioned on my blog. Woohoo! Lemon stuff, very nice. So, this was my first attempt, really, doing something that was going to be collaborative with people, sort of asking for questions that we could then tell fortunes of, and I was really pleased with the response, because I know my channel isn't the biggest and, you know, greatest one on YouTube, which is fine, I don't expect it to be, but even so, you know, I could still get together enough questions to make a decent video. So thank you to everyone who sent a question in. If you sent one in, there's a fairly good chance that we're going to do it today. I was interested in how they came out, actually, because I was kind of imagining that they would all be fairly unimportant, but not desperately serious, you know. When I was asking for fortunes, I was imagining that he was going to be, am I going to have jam or marmalade on my toast tomorrow? Obviously the answer is jam, but, you know, that sort of level. And instead we've had some really serious questions, which is going to be interesting to answer. Slight disclaimer, this isn't going to be 100% serious, so please don't be taking what I say as gospel of this is what you must do to answer whatever it is that you want answering, or to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. So just a little disclaimer there. How are we going to be answering the fortunes? 2 ways. Firstly, I have fortune cookies. These are from I'm not quite sure how you describe it, a economy supermarket perhaps, called Lidl. Operates in the UK but also operates in Europe. I think they're actually based in Germany possibly. Get some very good stuff from there, actually, good price. And they do these Vitasia fortune cookies. The only reference I could find to them online was on Lidl's website, and it was the German website, so everything was in German and Google wouldn't translate it, so I couldn't really get anything from that. But I kind of like these because you can kind of tell that the fortunes were written in German and then translated into English, and how well they've been translated is sometimes a slight question mark. But this doesn't detract from the fortune cookies at all. In my view, it makes them better because, you know, they're slightly more out there, slightly more interesting. The other thing that, you know, I've done for some of the questions is I've got here on my tablet, I've been on Google and found some answers, whether they're the right answers or the wrong answers, who knows, but, you know, we'll have a go and see what happens. I should also say a couple of people sent me questions that weren't really fortuned. They weren't, you know, is this going to happen in my future? Or, you know, how do I make this happen in my future? It was more sort of almost complicated questions to answer, and there's another one that was just sort of a question to myself. I'm not going to leave those out. I will do all the fortune ones, then I'll do the other questions afterwards. It was quite interesting, actually, to see the sort of general what do you think about this question come out. So that was really nice to see, actually, and it might mean that maybe in the future I might even consider doing a Q&A if there was enough desire for that. Not that I think there is really, but, you know, could be proved wrong. So let's kick off. The first question that I've got is from Nicole of holdtheoffice.com. This is a her website, by the side, is a blog. Nicole works from home, and her blog is all about. There's all kinds of stuff on there. There's craft stuff, there's recipes, there's stuff about working from home and how, you know, though it's great working from home. My parents work from home as an aside. Obviously, you don't get the same interaction with your colleagues as you would do if you worked in an office, and it's really quite an interesting blog, to be fair. Anyway, that to one side. The question that Nicole put was, I am curious if we will find the right house for us soon. We have been trying to buy for a few years now, and something always blocks it. Should we keep pursuing it or give up? Right, so let's open the fortune cookies. I have a knife. Ignore the sound, that is just a beer can from last night. Okay. So, fortune cookies, all individually wrapped. I'm not going to eat the fortune cookies, because I don't think somehow that would make a very good video, me sat here eating 10 fortune cookies. Could be wrong. If that's what you want, tell me, and I will make a video of me eating 10 fortune cookies. I can do that for you. I'll take one for the team. Okay, so the fortunes actually come, the two-sided. One side is the German. I'm not going to be reading out the German. So, the answer is, you know the chances future brings. Okay. I did also do a little bit of Google on this. There's loads of recent posts saying that it's the right time to buy. There's less competition, interest rates are low, probably as low as they're going to get. It's a buyer's market, so it sounds as though if you're going to buy a house, this is probably a good time to do it. This is from someone who knows nothing about house buying. You know, I've bought 2 houses, and the first one I bought at the absolute top of the market. The second one, actually, this one is quite good. Quite happy with it. But yeah, I'm not an expert. Anyway, moving on. Question number 2 is from Kenneth, and she asks, will I get a steady paying job before the end of the month? So this is what I was saying. It was interesting to see how sort of almost life changing some of these questions could be, you know. So, answer we have is, your principles are more important for you than money or success. That's quite an interesting point, and you know, actually, that's quite good for work, because I would say, you know, I mean, obviously, when you're not in a job, yeah, it is sort of get a job, any job, just so you can show on your CV that you've been working, even if it's volunteer work, just try and get something on there so people can see you're not just sat around at home. But I do think equally that it's massively important to get a job that you're happy with people that you like and you can get on with, because you spend so much time at work that, you know, that's going to be an issue. Anyway, a bit again I did on Google. Things are tough out there, we all know it. Unemployment rate in the US is like 7.6%. Over in the EU zone, it's 12.2%. You know, some countries it's like 20-30%. It's really quite bad. All you can really do is try and keep applying for jobs. Treat trying to get a job as a job, so put the hours in and put the effort in that you would need to. As it happens, I'm involved with an initiative called G4C, Generation for Change. Now, this is actually a construction best practice initiative for those new to the construction industry or those who are going to be entering the construction industry. Now, what we did in January is we ran a employability seminar for students to kind of give them tips on what do's and don'ts they should do when they're trying to apply for jobs. Now, what we actually happened to do was we actually recorded that seminar. It is up on my YouTube channel. I think there's 4 videos altogether. We had a director of a national recruitment firm, Thornbaker. One of their directors came and did a piece. And I think 3 of the videos are of the guy from Thornbaker doing all of that, and a little bit from myself, but that's hopefully not too long. We also had a talk by the winner of the Construction Excellence Young Achiever of the Year award last year, 2012, And again, that's actually that's a really good talk. I'd say all the videos are really good and well worth watching. So they are available on my YouTube channel. Yes, they are obviously aimed at the construction audience, but I would certainly say only the employability stuff. You know, it could apply to anyone just trying to get a job. So do feel free to check that out if you'd like to. Oh, and can I say that your craft stuff is really ace. I'm going to tell my other half because she does all kinds of craft things. She makes she's doing cross stitch at the minute. She's making loads of stuff with cross stitch, which she loves. And she makes she tries loads of different crafts. She's done sort of making jewellery, and she bakes and all kinds of crafty things. You know, she's really good at. So I'm going to point you out your channel because I think she'd quite like to have a look at some of your videos. Right, moving on. Question number 3. This one's from Carly, and Carly says, should I get married? Okay, so as I say, you know, fairly important questions, you know, for people that we're getting here. So please don't take what comes out of this as too serious. Okay. And the fortune cookie says, true friends will always be around you. That's an interesting one. I think what I'd probably say is, you know, it is sometimes if you're in a relationship and your friends don't like your other half, you know, that can cause some issues, I suppose. I'm not looking to say I've really had that as a problem, but it certainly could do. But I suppose, as it says, you know, your true friends will always stick by you no matter what. The research I did on Google for this, the statistics that indicate getting married is slightly reducing year on year, and the amount of people who cohabit, basically live together outside of marriage, is increasing. It's a deep question that you've posed, and I don't really want to go into sort of details without knowing your position, because this is like just a fortune telling thing anyway. But I would say that you probably know the answer that you want. You know that if I say yes, you should get married, you'll either think, great, that's the answer I was hoping that I would get, or not sure. And marriage is obviously a lifelong commitment, so you have to be certain that you want to do it for the right reasons. Hope that was some use to you. Okay, I think we're starting to move slightly out of the more serious questions, and we're starting to bring in some of the more sort of slightly not so serious questions. So, the question posed by my other half is, will I have pizza for tea on a Monday night? Thanks for that, Cherise. Much appreciated. I will be eating these fortune cookies before anyone else gets in the house. So, yeah. I'm trying to read the German side. That's okay. The fortune answer for will I have pizza for tea on a Monday night is no one can stop you. No one can stop you having pizza on a Monday night. The answer is obviously yes. You know, because you've not specified which Monday night. So yes, on a Monday night you will have pizza. You know, there's the vast majority of there's so many Monday nights out there that on one of them we're going to eat pizza. But we do generally have Polish on a Monday night. I do absolutely love Polish takeaway. It's really good. We've got a fantastic one that delivers to us, and they're so nice. But I would say the pizza isn't the strong point. I've had it once, probably won't have it again. But the Polish foods themselves are fantastic, really nice. You get loads of food. It's really tasty, and it's not that expensive either. Which, you know, compared to some places, you know, it's a lot cheaper than getting the Chinese. I love Chinese, but you know, we are talking for the two of us. You know, we could save the best part of £10 if we go to the Polish as opposed to the Chinese. So there you go. Next question is from Jay. Jay's a guy that I met doing the YouTube Creator Academy. He's a video creator over in the States, I'm fairly certain. His YouTube channel is www.youtube.com/jlossfatistheenemy. All of the links that I'm going to put to some people are going to be in my sort of description down below, so do check those out. Jay's channel is fantastic. You know, it's so impressive. The quality of his videos, they're really good. You know, he's got some really good kit there, and he obviously puts a lot of effort in to make sure they get a good quality video. Now, Jay asks, should I propose to Helen Mirren? I have an old lady crush on her. Thanks, Jay. Amazingly, this is one that I couldn't get a response on Google from. I put that into Google and it just kind of went, what? I'm sorry, who? You want what? So it didn't really work, sorry. So everything, Jay, is on this, okay? Everything. I'm not going to overstate this, you know. You're going to find out, you know, should you get together with Helen Mirren or not right now. The barometer indicates a high. That's your fortune. I ought to know whether that's good or bad with barometers. I can't actually remember. I think high pressure. I think is that when it's nice. Low pressure is when you get sort of rain and horrid stuff, and high sort of non-horrid stuff. I don't know. Sorry, you're gonna have to go and Google yourself and see what the barometer indicates a high, whether that's good or bad. If it means good weather, then obviously yes, you should propose to Helen Mirren. If it means it's going to be bad weather, then maybe not. Good luck with that, and do write to me from the prison you'll be in after you've been arrested for stalking Helen Mirren. Next one we've got is by MJ. This is also a girl called Michael. Sorry, a girl named Michael. I always get that wrong. I do apologise, MJ. MJ does a fantastic blog. Slightly marred by the fact that she allowed me to guest post on it, but apart from that, it's really good. You know, it's well worth going to check out. Sorry, my tablet keeps locking, so I keep having to unlock it. Yeah, her blog is quite a long name. A girl named Michael-MJ.blogspot.co.uk. I'm not entirely convinced by the .co.uk. I think it's .com. But I also think the Blogspot lets you do any end bit and doesn't mind, because I'm sure I've seen mine, which is at foggy.blogspot.ca, which I think is in Canada. And it's a UK blog, but it seems to let you put on the end bit, whatever you like. MJ, I will put your link to your blog in the description. Everyone do check out MJ's blog, it is great. Anyway, MJ asks, should I repaint my bathroom? Okay, let's find out. I'm getting an absolute massive pile of broken fortune cookies sat here. Basically, after this video, I'm just going to sit and watch YouTube videos, maybe some of the Geeks and Sundry stuff, and eat all these broken open fortune cookies. Okay. Should I repaint my bathroom? The answer from the fortune cookie is, our heart always tells us what to do and what to avoid. So you know if you should repaint your bathroom or not. You don't need me to tell you. You don't need this to tell you. Get out there and live your life. And if your life involves repainting a bathroom, then repaint that bathroom. And if it doesn't, then don't repaint your bathroom. I would recommend repainting my bathroom. I am the world's worst person for painting. My other half does all the decorating. She's great at it. As I say, she does craft and stuff. And painting is another thing that she's fantastic at. When we first met, I offered to help her decorate one of her rooms, and she basically had to redo everything that I did. In my defence, I was painting a white room white, so it wasn't that easy to tell where you'd been and where you'd missed. But yeah, it wasn't brilliant. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, go look at MJ's blog. You know, she let me guest post on it. That's how cool it is. Yeah. Okay, final 3 fortune cookie questions are all from Leah of the Leah's Kitchen. I like your channel, by the way. She's fired me off 3 questions, so yeah. I wasn't going to let someone asked me that many, but I've still got 4 fortune cookies to go, and I just realised that you can hear all that noise from outside because it's bin day. How fantastic is bin day? Shall I close that? Let me close that. 1 minute. I know this is a fantastic video, isn't it? It's really good. Okay, I'm now going to close this window. Ooh, if I can close the window, it seems to be jammed in some way. Oh, I see. There we go. Most of the windows in the computer room in the attic, you can just kind of shove at the top and it closes. That window, you have to kind of lean down and get a handle and pull it in, so it always confuses me slightly. Shows you just how professional we are. As we're having a slight break, I'm going to have a sup of lemon. Lemonness. Okay. So, hi Leah. The first question that you asked was, when will I be rich? Let's find out. Don't pay any attention to the bin men shouting outside the room. I always forget that they do the bins on a Tuesday. Okay, so when will I be rich? And the fortune says, you should take the advice of a woman. So, obviously, you know, whatever I say isn't relevant. The joke answer is obviously, if you change your surname to Rich, then you'll be rich. In 2009, 0.9% of Americans were millionaires, so almost 1 in 100. So, aim to be that 1 in 100, I guess. Good luck. The next question that you asked was, when will the world end? Getting very serious here. If it ends with me reading this fortune, that will be freaky. In fact, I don't even know if I should open this. What if this says like 3 PM? Seriously, you know. Let's go for it. Let's see what happens. When will the world end? Do you know these are the best fortune cookies ever? The fortune is, take it easy, even you should have a rest. So, chill out. Apparently the world will end in about 2 billion years, according to Google. So, there you go. Apparently the oceans will dry up and we will not be able to support life, and yeah. And the last question, again from Leah, that I'm going to be answering with a fortune cookie, is who will be the next American president? And the fortune cookie says, oh, the next fortune cookie contains the key to your luck. What are the odds of that? Generally, I have just opened the fortune cookies for this video. I have not been in them. I have not mucked about with them. Not done anything. So, I have 1 spare fortune cookie. 1 spare fortune cookie. So, let's open it. So again, Leah, you get an extra fortune cookie for this question. That's how important it is. You know, we are talking about the President of the United States, who is quite important. And this one says, poverty and wealth do not live in the house, but in the heart of the people. I'm not sure if that's any good or not. Yeah, that was kind of a shame. I was kind of hoping they would have a name on. You know, that would have been epic if he'd actually just kind of gone, so and so will be the next president. That would have been amazing. But we've been let down. But never mind. Well done, Lidl, because you've done some sterling work generally with your cookies. You know, well done. I'm going to be buying some more. I went on Google again for this question. He's probably going to be an American. He's going to be the next American president. I know nothing about American politics, so it could be Deval Patrick, it could be Cory Booker, it could be Hillary Clinton, it could be Andrew Cuomo, it could be Martin O'Malley, it could be Condoleezza Rice. I have no idea. I don't even have an idea as to who's going to be the next UK Prime Minister, and I live here. So, sorry. But obviously you vote for who you think is right. Right, that's all the fortune cookie questions, which is a good job because we've now run out of fortune cookies. Well done for Lidl for putting in that sneaky one that made me open an extra fortune cookie, so I've not got any left over. So now I'm going to have to go and buy another box. Rather annoyingly, they only sell them maybe 2 or 3 times a year, so I might have to go this week and try and get another box before they all sell out. The other questions that we had then. The first one just kind of a sort of discussion one. Sergio Vicente, he's quite active on Google Plus. Nice guy. He asked, why can video making be funny? Why can video making be funny? This is the one question I'm not prepared for. I don't know. I mean, I aim to make funny videos, but as in the video making process being funny, I guess the thing is the videos never come out quite the way you expect them to. I mean, as I'm saying this, I don't actually know for 100% certain. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it's being recorded okay, that it's not going to crash or anything like that, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm really hoping with this one, because I've opened all the fortune cookies now, pardon me, that it's all recorded okay. If it hasn't, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. But there you go. But I mean, I wouldn't say the video making is funny myself, but the creative process can give you an enormous amount of well-being, I find. It's that being able to say at the end of the day, I've made something, even if it's not the most fantastic thing in the world. Obviously, as good as you can get it. I have an issue with my videos not being very good quality. A part of that is down to the kit that I'm using, but the main reason for that is that I don't put enough effort in, which is fair enough. So what I'm trying to do, video on video, is try and put more effort in, make my videos more complex, add more effects in, and try and tune things so they look better. So I'm hoping it's going to get there, but we'll just have to see. Last few questions I got then was from Dan. Dan's my best friend, and he decided to try and blow my mind with a number of really hard questions. If a Jaffa cake is really a cake and not a biscuit, what is a biscotti? Because after all, isn't a biscotti just a dried cake? Thanks, Dan. Firstly, yes, Jaffa cakes are a cake. It's been proven in court. They're a cake. They're not a biscuit. I understand with all of you US guys, you're probably kind of going, what's a Jaffa cake and who cares? It's a little orangey, cakey thing with a little bit of chocolate. Because of the VAT rules in the UK, if it was a biscuit, they would have to pay VAT on it. But if it's a cake, they don't. So they actually had to go to court and prove that it wasn't a biscuit, it was a cake. So it's a kind of a standing joke in the UK as how important, is a Jaffa cake a cake or a biscuit? Anyway, a biscotti. According to thefreshloaf.com, it's a biscuit because of how it's being baked. So that's why a biscotti is a biscuit and not a cake. The second question he asked was, if you were to set light to your chest hairs, would you go up like a Roman candle? I've no idea. I'm not going to do it. Couldn't find an answer on Google. Sorry, Dan. I think you know the answer to all these anyway. Is it true that if you eat a poppy-seeded bagel, you could actually be tested as a drug user? Apparently, yes. There's been a number of cases apparently on the internet of people who's eaten a poppy-seeded bagel or several poppy-seeded bagels, and then came through as positive on the drug test. So yeah, apparently. I don't eat them myself, so. Is it dangerous using a mobile phone at a petrol station? Well, maybe if you walk in front of a moving car or you're using one, not a good idea. Potentially, yes, it is, because it could create a spark, which could set off the petrol vapours in the air with it being a petrol station, and then that will cause a fire and everything will go boom. But there's never been a case of this happening, apparently. More fires are caused by the static on people's clothes than than by anything else. Plus, what happens, is the spark interacts with the vapours in the air, which makes ignition. Modern fuel pumps have vapour recovery systems to try and suck up the vapours out of the air, so the chances of it actually happening is less likely. I realise I've actually been recording for absolutely ages. I can't believe how long I've been recording for. If you sat through all this, well done. I hope you enjoyed it. It's the first time I've tried doing something like this. As I say, I'm trying to increase the quality on my channel. I'm trying to try new things. If you enjoyed this, please do like it. Put your comments down. The comments are massive feedback to me. So if there's anything that you think was good, anything you think could have been done better, do say, and then I can build that in. But please do like, comment. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that would be fantastic. Obviously, that's entirely up to yourself. www.youtube.com/ravenswingthog. I have my Twitter, which is @ravenswingthog. My blog is thoggy.blogspot.com. Thanks very much for your time. Bye.